Hello everyone, we are back with another park update here at Coaster Topics. It's a very rainy day out and I'm here for that park update I said last time, but you can already see there's a lot of updates on Hollywood Drift over there. Like a lot of updates to cover. But we're gonna start over at City Walk today because, well, the Category 10 place has gone up for construction. I'm guessing because of this, it will go up to there. If not, it might actually go further out. We have no idea yet about like the full size of this, but as more info comes in, I will keep you guys updated in further park updates. They really knew what they're doing with this color scheme. It's gonna look great against the Universal Globe when it's done. But you're starting to, just looking at this, I'm realizing how much they've actually done. Like that mid-course over there is so long, and they've already got the fins installed. You got the speed bump with its fins installed. Got a ton of tracks. So we're gonna head up into the Hard Rock Cafe and we're gonna see if we can get an even better look at the site. This is by far one of the coolest elements I've seen added to this coaster. It's just a massive overbank turn that will, apparently the cars will do the normal drift through it. I've been really intrigued by this ever since Buyer Reconstruct started posting photos about it. But yeah, it's actually ginormous. Mid-course brake run, and it's, well, they got catwalk supports installed over there. That's what I think those are, at least. You got all the fins, you can see all the hydraulics for them. It's a really long one. I don't even think the one in California's is this long, which really makes me wonder how fast you're gonna have to be going for you to slow down that much. All right, over the copyrighted music, we got a lot of supports. Last time I was here, none of this was here. It was just a spike and like part of this turn. It's insane how much they've done. Like, I had no idea any of this would be here. But yeah, here's another look at the mid-course. The Rip Ride Rocket returns, I guess, in this form. You can't see that it does let up at the end there. I don't know if they're gonna continue to install fins over there, but now that I'm looking at it, I can see where the train would fit, because the size of the Hollywood Drift trains over at USH are very big. And you got the tarp trying to fly away over there. It's been storming all day. But yeah, my guess is after the mid-course is gonna be the spike, and that's gonna be like the final bump to get you back to the station. I don't actually think that's gonna be at the beginning of the ride, but yeah, really cool. Another thing I want to point out here is I don't think, well, they don't have any of the LSMs installed yet for the launch, but I have to think they wouldn't have the launch track go all the way to here. This might just be braking, because, you know, if the rare event that the switch track doesn't turn over there, that you can actually kind of see where it's going to be, like there, but so that the train can safely come to a stop before, well before that, and valley right there. But yeah, we still got actually what I just noticed, the top of the spike track is still laying here. I saw a lot of rumors going around that they're just going to use that to top off the ride. So that'd be pretty cool to see, because that'd be like right next to City Walk. Like you saw in a couple clips ago, how cool it looked. And genuinely, this project has me so excited for this park. If you look over there, you can actually see the supports for the beginning of this turn. I wonder if they're gonna do like a little airtime pop thing where you like go over and then into this. But whatever it is, you're gonna be moving really fast to have to hit this, so pretty sure that this overbank turn's actually gonna be the first element after the spike, because when you really think about it, that's the only way the train can get enough speed to hit that. If the first launch is all the way down here, like down there by the Ghostbusters Firehouse and Jimmy Fallon and all that, that's like the only way, because there's no way the train would retain enough speed to hit that and then slam into the spike. That would be useless, and you need the speed to feel the speed going to the spike. So what you would probably do is you'd hit the first half, blah, 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 mid-course, drop off, launch into the spike, then you would hit the massive overbank that would take you all the way back. There's a decent amount of track over here, so yeah, it's really cool. Here's a very interesting view of Hollywood Drift. You can see This really shows you how long the mid-course is, if they're going all the way down there. That's cool. But this overbank thing is gonna look amazing when it's done. Not to mention the spike that goes all the way above the building. This is definitely one-upping Rocket in terms of appearance. With the new Minions vs. Monsters movie coming out, they definitely decided to market it with this thing. Like, how do you not notice this to other people? This is actually kind of funny. Over here at Music Plaza by the old Rip Ride plot where that giant thing used to be, you can get another look at the previous track that we looked at. But over there, they're also working on supports. But that's not the main event. Over here is the main event. They're trying to definitely get this done before Horror Nights, which I'm guessing what this whole setup is for Horror Nights. But you're gonna have some crazy element doing something there. But launch track, people. We have actual launch track now. Not just with the brake fins. Those are LSMs, my friends. Those are gonna be what mainly propels this through the layout. I am very intrigued though by whatever they're doing here. Like, obviously the launch is gonna go up, angled up a little more after that, or it's just gonna go ahead and take off. But what are these? Are those gonna be like coming back to the station, or are those gonna be like something here? That's very interesting. Just imagine the trains coming through here. That's gonna look really cool. Like, especially if you stand here and look out down there. Going up the spike and all that. Yeah. Let's go see if we can see anything by the station. We got some new marketing for the project. They're using stills from the Hollywood Drift over in Hollywood. You can really get a look at these cars. Now, I'm not a car guy, so don't hate me. The only one I really know is the Charger, Dom's. But I will say, these trains look very cool. There is a lot of them really advertising what these are going to look like. They got the onboard audio, the lonely lap bars. I really hope these trains turn out to look like the ones in Hollywood, because I really like that design. As much as I would like it to differ, I would be totally fine with this. Oh, I've noticed something. They are filling in the Ghostbusters firehouse pass through that Rocket did. And peering through, you can see inside the station. But they have removed the crane that was once here, which means they've either paused work on the station, because I can tell that they're not done yet because that panel's missing. But they have really moved along with this. It's really interesting to see. You have the dual station track. The switch track is, I don't know if you can see it from here, but right over there. Oh, they are covering something, which that could be the first tires or something else. But let's see if I can get a little closer look at the station. But you can see some brick in there. That's cool. I'm unsure if that's theming or just normal, like, walls. I didn't know you could stand up here. I didn't know these stairs existed, which is still technically inside the guest area. But you can now really get to see the station. Lightning. They have built covers underneath the drive tire track for people to pass under, which my guess is it's going to be like Hollywood in California, where the queue is going to be underneath all of that, which would be interesting. But this is the only place I can point this out for you guys. But over there, you will see a support for a track piece. What you're going to do is you're going to roll up the station, and then they've made the switch track so you can't go automatically that way. You're going to have to roll into that building and then launch backwards. It's going to do some like cosmic round reverse launch, or maybe have a show scene. But that is something that very much differs from the one in California. It's going to add a lot to this ride if it's themed in there. But this is so cool. I love watching these constructions. So I'm over at Mummy, and I've noticed something. The express line is out the building. So which means it is probably faster if you wait standby. That is insane. All the rides have been outside have been delayed, so I'm not surprised. But turning over, Finnegan's is gone. Really interesting to see. I'm so used to seeing Finnegan's here, but new construction tarp, which either means they're giving an outside refresh or they're giving it a different color. Considering they are over here, they have the old Finnegan signs. Tells me that it's gonna stay Finnegan's, but really interested to see what they update here. So we're gonna see soon, I guess. The wall stretches all the way over here by the Blues Brothers stage, but you can now once again see inside another building. Finnegan's is gutted. There's nothing left in there. You got some, I don't remember the wall being there, but we're gonna see as this project comes along. It's really interesting. Seems Fast and Furious is now closed for the day. Been closing early a lot recently. I'm wondering if that's for Horror Nights work or if they just do that because the ride's genuinely unpopular. But I really wonder what they're gonna do with this space once it's done. Those flashing lights that you see are not just from my camera. Those are from the lightning nearby. It's also why the camera looks kind of foggy, but behind the gorgeous sunset, we have a other update I entirely forgot about. To advertise the upcoming Christopher Nolan movie, The Odyssey, coming out next month, they have added this giant horse to next to Transformers. So if you're ever here, come check it out. It's actually really cool. It's the Trojan horse. As you guys can see, it's really sunny there, not so sunny there. So I'm gonna call out for this update. I was gonna do Alan's Adventure in this one, but you know, because I'm too afraid of being, well, that electrocuted, I'm gonna refrain from that. But I wanna thank you all for watching this quick update, and I'll be back with more at some point. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.